Hi, and welcome to the Contemporary Art Podcast with Lisa Fevral and Cecilia Clamart.
It's me. Hello.
Hello.
We're thinking about our lighter podcast because the past two were a little bit intense. We don't really know either. We just talk about general things we're gonna talk about, and then
Yeah.
things happen. Life happened.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
I'm a bruja today.
A bruja.
A bruja.
Sorcière.
Yeah. Have very long red nails if you don't see them because you're listening to the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
They're a little crooked. Just ignore it. Just ignore it. Why would you?
And I mean, if you're listening to it, just
If
you're
you're
ignoring
listening
it
to it-
anyways.
Oh
so.
yeah. By the way, if you're listening to it,
I hate ASMR.
I love it. I got a silk scarf from a secondhand store,
That's fun.
from a vintage store, and turned out that it's a Schiaparelli
Oh, really? Damn.
silk. Let me show you. I looked it up, and it's an actual there is a pattern like that and everything, and it's from the 60s.
Cute.
And it has the
Super
Schiaparelli
cute.
thing. I didn't
Oh.
realize. I bought it because I thought it was cute, and then I came
Yeah.
home and I saw that it says Schiaparelli. And I was like, oh.
Surprise, double win.
And they're sold right now for
Really?
$150.
Nice.
And I got it for $8.
Hee.
Cool, eh? And also there was a malfunction on the train when I was going to work, which basically sent everyone who was on the train to go backwards.
Nah, that's fun.
Because we
Without telling?
so we ended up at the last
Okay.
stop, right? So which one in Vancouver? It's Richmond Brick House, and I'm looking around, and everyone's just sitting down, and everyone's also confused. Yeah, because we're not moving, right?
Yeah.
And it tells us that we're still on the station that's before the
Yeah.
last one. So we're just looking around. No one knows what the fuck is happening. And the thing is, all of these train stations, they're very similar here.
Yeah.
They don't have a very different, they don't have anything special about them. There's no murals. There's no colorful
They need
things.
to get on that because
They need to get on
I
that.
really love that. In Paris, they have really, really cool metro
Same
stations.
with Moscow.
Yeah.
Every single metro station has a bunch of different things happening.
If
It's
they're
very
on
different.
a special street, you'll have something related to the street.
Yeah.
Or so cool. I love
Exactly. That's so you can't really tell just from sitting on a train. You
that.
usually
you have
rely.
to look for the name.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
usually rely on the the board that tells you which station you're at.
Mm-hmm.
And the board was saying that we were on the other station. There's a lady coming through that's cleaning, right? Because that only happens on the last station. So I got confused and I got suspicious.
Mm-hmm.
And I look around and I'm like, I recognize that store. But the thing is, there's so many similar stores. So I was like, what the fuck? I'm just gonna leave, step out. I feel like this is my station. I feel like it looks like it. So I step out, the doors close, the train leaves with everyone on it.
Except
everyone
for
who
you.
was going, everyone who was going to the last station.
Mm-hmm.
And then I realized that I was right. It was the last station, and the board was telling the wrong thing. So everyone on there, hundreds of people, just went backwards.
That is kind of funny.
It's funny, yeah. But I was like, holy shit! I've never seen a malfunction of trains happen here. That was the first time.
Not surprised.
I know, but I mean,
It's kinda
I'm kind of
funny.
surprised because I've never seen it happen.
Well, only you.
Well, thank you.
Because you're so special.
So special. Okay, so what are we talking about?
Cute.
It's from Bratz.
Obviously. Good music, by the way, in Bratz.
So good, oh my god.
Mm-hmm. Should listen to it. Okay.
There's literally a song called So Good.
Oh, really?
And it's so good. It's like a rock song.
That's funny.
Oh yeah, pop rock.
You're funny.
What's so funny about it?
Okay, so you listen to Motomami, right?
Yeah, of course.
No. Her last album, I think it got released a couple months ago? It's been a while, I don't even know.
It's been a while, I think
Yeah.
so.
But it's
I'll
still
tell
pretty
you.
recent though.
I'm still listening to it every day.
Yeah.
Not all the songs though. I listen to obviously Saoko because it's just so catchy. Diablo, cute.
Yeah.
And I guess Saoko, yeah.
But you listen to the whole thing.
Mhm.
So just the name, I don't know if you realize, Motomami is basically in two parts. So moto, motorcycle. Mami is basically the equivalent of like lady, chick, something like that in Spanish. Papi, mami.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
So, and in the album, she has 2 parts. The first one is gonna be like the more like intense concept, like strong, you know, intense music. And then the second part is gonna be more like personal, vulnerable, like more traditional songs in there. So that was pretty cool. And also apparently her mom owns a company called Motomami.
Oh.
Yeah, I
love
don't know
that.
either. And yeah, she like I think administrates activities around like artists and like all the like representation of artists. So that's pretty cool. I had no idea.
Yeah.
About that either. So yeah, just very interesting album. She said it's like her most like conceptual and like she did a lot of experimentation.
She thinks it's her most conceptual?
I mean, the one she's been experimenting the most on.
Yeah.
Because it's a mix of so many like genres and like her inspirations are like very diverse. And like when you listen to the lyrics, a lot of the songs don't really make sense, even for like Spanish speakers. So yeah, she just been like mixing, matching. She like struggled a lot before starting to like write the album, and it was during the pandemic as well. And yeah, she worked with Frank Ocean in New York City for a little bit. Yeah.
On which ones? Do you know which songs?
I think like the beginning of the album, she just says that she spent a bit of time with him.
You know, I have a feeling that maybe she made Cute with him. Let me see, because I have a feeling just in terms of production.
Well, the producers, she used the Neptunes, like Pharrell Williams producer as well.
Did she have Frank like credited anywhere?
I don't think so, but I might be wrong. I didn't really look into it.
Okay.
I think Cute. He's featured on Cute.
He's featured on Cute.
Yeah.
I fucking knew it! Oh my god! I'm a genius.
I mean, I know him mostly because you made me listen to it. I don't. Yeah.
Oh, you haven't like heard him before?
Well, I've heard of his songs, but I don't really.
Wait, where is he featured here? I don't see it.
I don't know. I just found an article that says.
What are your favorite songs though?
I think right now the one I like the most is Combi Versace. It's like the back music, everything. Like none of the lyrics really are not really like anything you can relate to, but the music though, so good.
I like when she experiments a little bit more because she does tend to use very similar Latin beat.
Yeah, I mean,
so it's good when she like experiments with it instead of just having one.
And like this is like the essence of her music, so it's always gonna be there, like reggaeton.
Of course.
Like, what did I write down? Styles that she like says she was inspired by, so flamenco obviously, hip hop, industrial, electro, and then jazz, reggaeton a lot, and then there's like champeta, which is like a Colombian traditional music style, and then bachata from Dominican Republic. But yeah, and like there's like a piano ballad a little bit. There's like I think there's like a song where you can hear her grandma talking on the phone as well. Like yeah, it's just like there's like a bunch of like vocal notes you can hear at some points. There's nothing really combines, but in the meantime it does. I just think it's really interesting, and like she got also inspired by other artists. Like she talks about Dapper Dan, like the fashion designer, Nina Simone, Patti Smith, Bach, Michelle Lamy, the clothing designer, like performer, filmmaker. I think she owns restaurants in Paris. Like clearly, like Pedro Almodovar. I think she was in one of his movies as well. Like she's been busy.
Yeah.
During all this time.
She's like the artists that are into contemporary art, she's like their darling right now. Like they really love Rosalia.
Because she has no limits, like she's just going for it. But in the meantime, she's really following like the current trends. Like you can see she used TikToks, she made like, you know, TikTok dance for some of her songs, like small choreography. Like you see her Instagram, she's very like all over the place.
Yeah.
So she...
she's young, so of course.
Well, she's 29, so she's not...
She's 29?
I believe so.
I thought she was closer to me in age.
I believe she's 28, 29. 28.
28.
She's 193. Yeah.
Okay, never mind.
So...
I thought she was, more my age.
Millennial. Yeah.
And we were just gonna talk about Rosalia and Harry.
Yeah.
And they're in the news together. And I also have really long nails today, which is very Rosalia.
I know. Oh yeah, other thing that's pretty cool. She released a Spotify playlist with all the songs that...
Inspired it?
But like, she puts the song from her album and then she puts a bunch of songs that inspired that specific song. So if you want to check it out, she called it Inspose with the $ Motomami on Spotify, and there's a bunch of like emojis before and after. So
you can probably find it off of her account.
Yeah, she posted it for sure. A little bit of like Japanese inspiration as well. Like the songs of the name of the songs,
Saoko.
like Saoko, Chicken Teriyaki.
And also there's another one too, Sakura.
Oh yeah, Sakura and Hentai.
Oh yeah. Sure, I forgot.
Yeah, yeah. And like some of the songs, like you can hear like the, you know, high pitch, like J-pop kind of like bubblegum inspiration. Yeah. What else? Oh yeah, the butterfly, Mariposa. It's like she uses it for her logo. She has it like on her teeth as well. I think she even got tattooed.
Same.
But, yeah.
I have butterflies everywhere.
Yeah.
My goddamn.
Yeah,
clips.
What she said is like it's basically like a symbol for like transformation.
Yeah.
Like she uses it in one of her songs.
It's usually also like
Saoko,
a sign for like reincarnation.
Yeah.
Too.
So yeah, I guess, you know, like she's getting older. Maybe she spent a little more time on that album. Whatever that can, mean a lot of different things.
Harry has a new album out. The thing with Harry Styles is that I think that like I really like him, but I do think that a lot of people are kind of giving him a lot of credit for being like a feminist or something like that, which is like I don't think that he isn't or something like that, but I just kind of feel like when I was listening to the album, a lot of people were kind of like praising him for writing Matilda and what was the other one? Boyfriends. For some of them, he is the first one who's credited for writing lyrics. So the music isn't his per se, but he is writing. He has a hand in writing his songs, except that most of the time he is listed as the last one in credits, which always means that they like who contributed the least.
Yeah.
So he is usually the very last, and there's so many people who write it that you know,
he has a whole team.
He has a whole team working for him. It's not like I'm saying that it's a bad thing or something. No,
and
but
I
it's
feel
just
like
a
he
thing.
surrounds himself with people that relate with his ideas.
Yeah. So for Boyfriends, he's actually the first one credited. But the thing is, I kind of felt like with that song, I don't know. I felt like it was a lot of pandering.
Yeah.
I think that he has a specific image with the fans that he has. Most of his fans are women. A lot of course, there's a lot of men who also started to like him as soon as he became
like the after One Direction. Probably.
After One Direction, yeah, because he has that whole British rock star kind of like thing.
I mean, you can see like his clothing, everything. Like
there's
a lot of like Elton Jones, like you know.
Everything is basically inspired
British,
by him. Yeah, which I think is a good thing because he is British and it's good it suits him. There's obviously no other big pop or rock star that has that place right now or takes up that space.
Even his like co-stars from One Direction, like they are totally on another like
Yeah, Zayn, do you remember when he was like, oh, I wanted to make my own music, I wanted to make like, not my own music, but actual like real music, when he left One Direction, and then he fucking makes Pillow Talk, and then a bunch of horny R&B music that's not even that good. It's like, girl, come on, like he has a great voice, but your music is it's not like real music.
You claim that you wanted to do something different, and then you go into like the very cliche.
Yeah, you just switched up production slightly. Yeah. That's all the difference.
Yeah.
And you swear now in songs.
I know.
Good for you.
See, at least, Harry Styles, I really like his work, and then what's the other guy? Niall. Like, it's more pop, but at least he never really like left saying, I want to do something better.
Yeah.
Like, it's pretty, like, they're more chill. They just do their things in their own corner. And
I mean, honestly, Liam is messy as hell, too.
Yeah.
But he's messy in his personal life, and he's just... Yeah. He just doesn't have... I think that he's just not... I wouldn't say he's not smart, but he's just being a little bit silly. Not making
the best decisions.
Yeah, he's just being a little bit silly.
Yeah.
And I would say that Harry is probably he was making good decisions his whole career. Mm-hmm. I don't mean that he's making good decisions in his personal life. I don't know him.
Yeah.
I'm not saying any of that. I'm not trying to claim that, okay? Yeah. Because I know that some people are going to be like, thinking that I'm like, oh, he's such a great person. I don't fucking know the guy. I don't know who he is. I don't know who he hangs out with. I don't know what he does. So I'm not going to be called... Yeah, I'm not going to be... I'm talking about his image and his image alone, nothing else. And I think that he's done a lot of great work in terms of public eye. I think that he either has a great PR team that he listens to instead of not listening to them. True. Or he is very smart himself in terms of how to curate his image. It seems like
it's a mix. I think it's a mix. Like, he's smart enough that he surrounded himself with the right people. Mm-hmm. And I feel like if he didn't believe in what they want him to do, or he didn't think it was a good idea, he would probably not follow. Yeah. So it probably a mix of both. But then again, he might just be lucky.
Yeah, he definitely is lucky.
Yeah, but to like just have the right people.
Just the fact that he's alive at his age is lucky already.
No, but I mean, he could have been surrounded by people, that didn't have the best ideas and the best advice. Like, it could be a mix of both.
Yeah. Well, in any case, with this song, I genuinely just felt like it was just too much pandering. Mm-hmm. Like, I like the guy, but I keep on waiting more from him, which I don't think we're gonna get until later in his life, or he's not going to give us anything personal at all. I know that people think that talking about sex in music or talking about substance abuse or something like that is personal. I don't think it is, because it's very common to talk about it. It's just kind of like a thing that people do. I do not feel like it reveals much about his character, especially in the way that he is approaching it. It's very general, like the lyrics are very general, the way that he talks about it. Like, for example, Matilda, people were so like in love with that song, but the lyrics are basically just saying that, like, oh, Matilda, like, you can throw a party and not invite your family or whatever because they never gave you love or whatever. You don't have to feel bad about growing up and leaving and whatever, which is like, it's not like a bad topic for a song, but it's not particularly profound or specific. It applies to so many people that it starts to feel like pandering.
Yeah, and I feel like it's very... Like, people our age, I think we're in that stage where we are also realizing that. I feel like it's more targeted for younger. Maybe.
I guess so.
I don't know. That's what I'm thinking.
I think that a lot of people are going to see it as very profound, though. Yeah. Because people love to finish sentences. And that's why he's going to be successful. I'm not saying that it's a bad thing for his career. No. It's really, really good for his career.
We just have expectations from him.
Exactly. I just don't think that he is at his full potential as an artist. Yeah. I don't think he's putting in enough effort in his artistry. I think that he's putting more effort into his public image and into cultivating that British rock star image in general.
Which he's doing really well.
He's doing really well. And the thing is, I feel like people are kind of against criticizing things like that. And it's like, I'm not criticizing as much as I'm just saying that, like, I feel like he could do more in terms of his art.
And he probably will.
He probably will. But I don't know, at the same time, giving too much of yourself in music or in any type of art or in any type of platform, sometimes it is a little bit too much. Because people, especially at that size of being a star, sometimes it is too much.
Yeah.
You can't, it's not sustainable. That's why a lot of great artists who were really big accidentally, but they were actually artists rather than celebrities, they kind of couldn't sustain it for a long time. Because you start, like, you basically have your whole entire, like, all of your insides out there, which is, like, a little bit overwhelming sometimes for people, you know? But yeah, like, so with this song, he just, like, says things like, boyfriends, they think you're so easy, they take you for granted, they don't know, they're just misunderstanding. You're back at it again. Weekend, when you get deep in, he starts secretly drinking, it gets hard to know what he's thinking. You still open the door, he still gets under your skin, he only calls you when he doesn't want to be alone. Boyfriends, are they just pretending? They don't tell you where it's heading. You know, it sounds very like, basic. Oh, your boyfriend doesn't tell you where it's heading or whatever. And it's like, the fact that people are so affected by this song is a little bit depressing. Because first of all, like,
I feel like it's a conversation you have with your girlfriends in high school when you talk together.
Exactly.
Yeah.
At this point, when you're past the age of 18, this shouldn't be a fucking conversation anymore. Just drop him immediately. Like, I don't know what to tell you anymore, because the thing is, I feel like we're making it difficult for each other to date because we have such low, like, if out of 10 people, 8 or 9, for example, have really low expectations, or they accept really like shitty behavior, that one person is not going to be able to have even slightly higher expectations and find somebody, because there's so many people, mostly men, who think that this behavior is normal.
Yeah.
So the more, for those girls who are very, like, have like low self-esteem, and that's why they're you know, kind of settling for a lot of this behavior and stuff like that, if you have a hard time thinking about yourself when you are thinking about, like, stopping some kind of behavior or putting up some, you know, boundaries, think about other people, to be honest.
Yeah.
Because when you are starting accepting this kind of behavior, it keeps on going for everybody else too. They have to, and I'm not saying that it's your fault that that men are behaving that way or something like that.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that you are making it more acceptable by accepting it for other people too.
Yeah.
So if you have a hard time not doing it for yourself, do it for everybody else.
Yeah.
Like, think
if
of
it
others.
Helps, yeah.
If it helps to stop this bullshit.
Yeah.
But in general, I just think that this is like a song that he wrote knowing that all the girls are gonna be, oh, he knows. Who told him?
It's like he understands.
I saw so many tweets about it.
Yeah.
Where they're like, oh my god, girls, who, like, spilled the tea to him, blah blah blah.
Really?
And it's like, I mean, come on. This is such a, like, basic level of understanding of existence.
You need to change your expectations.
You can't be serious. You can't be giving him
maybe
that much praise for this.
Let's just say they weren't serious. I hope.
Let's just say that, yeah. Because honestly, it's ridiculous. Because the thing is, like, I would understand if you were just saying that you really enjoyed the project, that you think that he deserves praise for the project or whatever. But this song specifically, really?
Yeah.
I mean, come on. I don't know. In any case, what did you have a favorite?
Not really. Like, I only listened to it maybe, okay, let's say 5 times, because me and my friend, I was helping a friend make a cake for a wedding, and we listened to the album maybe twice on the way there. Without really paying attention either, and then maybe a couple times on my own. So I'm still in the process of, like, discovering and listening really to the lyrics and stuff. Like, especially at the beginning, being, like, you know, English second language or third language or whatever, like, I can just listen to the music and shut the English part of my brain. So I enjoy the music before the lyrics, and I'm still in like the process of like really paying attention because I have to focus on it.
I think his lyricism grew from his previous 2 albums. I think that he definitely has better similes and better metaphors in general in his music. I think that one of the standouts for me was, I think, in Daylight, there was this line, let me find it because I thought it was quite cute. So, pre-chorus, if I was a bluebird, I would fly to you, you'd be the spoon, deep you in honey, so I could be sticking to you. I don't know, it was cute, you know, it's kind of like not very typical metaphors or simile or something, you know, like that, where you kind of start to, I don't know, it just becomes more of an interesting song when you do that, instead of like, oh, boyfriends, are they just pretending? Do they not like you? Boys, am I right? You know, it's like kind of, I don't know.
This is what we expect from him, I guess.
Yeah, so better stuff. At the same time, I mean, it's also kind of a lot of his songs on this album were just word salads. Which, I mean, they might have had a lot of personal connection to him, which I don't know if I really believe that personally, only because, I mean, maybe, but I'm kind of skeptical, just because there's so many writers on his songs. On some of them, there's just him and the harpoon guy or whatever, and like I get it. In those songs, maybe he had more input, but on like really, like when you had like 5 or 6 writers and he's the last one who contributed or whatever, I have a bit of a hard time believing that he had a lot of say in it. But at the same time, his name is still on it.
And he's the face.
He's the face
the one
of it.
Singing,
so when
defending those songs.
So I'm going to criticize the lyrics if they're kind of silly. And like the thing is, people were saying that, oh, it's such a like the 1975 type of song because there's like a lot of words in it. But to be honest, like if you compare it to one of the wordy word salad songs from the 1975, like Loving Someone, for example, from their second album, there's a lot of words, yes, but even though there's a lot of words, if you really like read them, you understand what the hell they're trying to say. Just because you don't know some of the words because they've used too many like highbrow words, you know, for no reason. Like I do understand that it's kind of like pretentious of them to do that, but it's not kind of just like random words put together. Harry has a song that's literally just random words, except for like, I mean, I'm not saying anything too bad about it in terms of like, oh, it's so terrible or something. No, like I don't think it's terrible, but I don't think that it's fair to compare it to some of the 1975 songs where they use a lot of words, just because there's a little bit of a difference where you talk about the Society of the Spectacle, which is a philosophy book that makes a lot of sense in that song, and talking about seeing a side boob and cocaine. Do you know what I mean? Like it's just not comparable in my opinion. So for example, his song Keep Driving is basically, that's the lyrics, I'm just gonna read a few of them, right? So the verses are mostly word salad, the chorus is not really. So, black and white film camera, yellow sunglasses, ashtray, swimming pool, hot wax, jump off the roof. Then chorus, a small concern with how the engine sounds. We held darkness in with held clouds. I would ask, should we just keep driving? Then verse again, just complete mess. Maple syrup, coffee. That was very thick accent just now.
That's okay, that's what we do.
Pancakes for 2, hash brown, egg yolk, I will always love you. And then bridge, passports in footwells, kiss her and don't tells, wine glass, puff pass, tea with cyborgs. Tea with cyborgs. Alright, well, riot America, science and edibles, life hacks going viral in the bathroom, cocaine, side boob, choke her, would deceive you. Toothache, bad move. Just act normal. Mocha pot, Monday. It's all good. Hey you.
I mean, it's just words put together.
That's the thing. Like, I mean, you can always come up with a bunch of explanations as to why he put it there, but I think that...
You know, I'm gonna go with, like, same as Rosalia, with just experimenting, maybe. Because, like, yeah. I don't really have an explanation.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. And also, there are some... So, for me, I really liked Late Night Talking. Very good song. Music for a Sushi Restaurant, really great trumpets, or whatever the hell they are. I don't remember what exact instrumentation it is, but it just sounds very good. Boyfriends has a good melody here and there, but I always get really bored whenever Harry uses a guitar, like an acoustic guitar and just his voice. It never keeps my attention. I think that this album was a little bit better in terms of having interesting production, but sometimes I'm just like, girl, I need more. I need more spice. I can't just be listening to this 2013 indie track. You know what I mean? Like, I think Little Freak is a really good song too. Daydreaming. I love listening to Daydreaming. I listen to it like every day. Satellite is not bad too. But let's talk about cinema. I mean, I'm assuming that it's about his current girlfriend because she is a director. And he says, like, I dig your cinema. Basically, the lyrics are, I just think you're cool, I dig your cinema, do you think I'm cool too, blah, blah, blah. Which is a little bit strange because the woman he's dating, she's like probably 40-something.
I think she's 38, yeah.
Oh, okay, 38.
Older.
You guys are a bit too old for this. Like, I would be expecting a little bit more substance here, you know? But the worst part about the song... I mean, the song itself sounds pretty good, but at the end... She's the
girl from...
She was, like, married to Sudeikis or whatever.
But she was... Is she the one in, like, Grey's Anatomy or something like that?
I don't know. I've never seen Grey's Anatomy, so I don't know.
I think, like, I know her face, but I'm really bad with...
The outro is what, like, made me just kind of go, oh, you know what? I think I'm not going to listen to this song ever again because it makes me feel... nauseous. Because you know, like, obviously Harry oftentimes talks about like sex in songs, or he alludes to them like with Watermelon Sugar. I definitely don't mind that. But it's just there are some metaphors or some writing choices that make you feel gross when it comes to lyrics that are sexual. So this was so uncomfortable to read. I was like, listen to. I was like, you know what? I think that I'm good. I think that I'm not gonna listen to this song ever again. Which was, you got the cinema. I bring the pop to the cinema. You pop.
Yeah.
And then the worst part is when it gets super explicit. Because this was already too much for me. Because it's like, you pop. Okay, come on now. Come on. But it's at least it's kind of like in this gray area when it's like, okay, it can still kind of come off as artistic or fitting to the song or whatever, like, fine.
Yeah.
But then he just straight up says, you pop when we get intimate. And I was like, ew, pop? Seriously?
Yeah.
I don't know. I was like, come on.
There are better words.
There are so many better... You could have said it in a million ways, and you had to say it like this, where it's impossible to not like have an intense reaction to it. Like, it's weird to hear someone say right in your ear because you're listening to it in headphones or something that you pop when we get intimate, girl. There's a limit to how much I can listen about like strangers' intimacy. There's a limit, and this is it. This is my limit.
If anyone wondered.
If anyone wondered where my limit is at, it's right here. Yeah.
I think he's not at his peak. Like
he's not at his peak, but out of his 3 albums that he has out, this is probably the most cohesive one.
Yeah, he says it's like it's the most, like, so far his most advanced, I guess, album he's made, and the one he, like, that actually looks the most like him.
I think that this album just has more of a consistent vibe.
Yeah.
And it kind of like, it seems like you kind of expect something from him.
Yeah.
based on his first 2 albums, and it feels like he just kind of like extracted what made him the most famous, I guess, from his first 2 albums and made it into this album. So I think that it is more cohesive, and it's probably his best work so far, but it's definitely not
he's
not what he's capable of. He could be doing better.
There's gonna be more.
Honestly, maybe I don't know him, so I can't tell you whether he can actually do something more
I believe he
deep.
can.
Yeah. But so. I think that with the right people around, or maybe with the right education, he could be doing better. Because this is very much a person who has a lot of real life experiences, but doesn't understand how much has already been made and how much is already out there. It feels like just like with a lot of young people who are like on TikTok and stuff like that, they just have a very low expectation of like what is good work, because they don't have the education or the experiences.
We're more into right now like creating more than creating quality content. Like it has to be instant, and you have to produce something like,
oh my god, honestly,
all the time, non-stop, because you don't want to lose the audience,
like
right?
Such bullshit, honestly. Like for example, on TikTok, sometimes I think, oh, maybe I should like make more videos there, or like repurpose my videos and make it into like smaller clips there or something.
Because you have the expectation of creating all the time, non-stop. You have to,
Yeah, and my content just doesn't translate well to that. It just doesn't. I try to sometimes do it, but the thing is, like, apparently right now, to be favored by the TikTok algorithm, you have to put out 5 videos a day.
Damn. Can barely create a podcast once every 2 weeks.
Exactly. And the thing is, like, I'm not the type of person who enjoys constantly having my phone out. Like when we hang out, I never have my phone out.
Me neither. Yeah.
It's just like not something that I like to do. So it feels very unnatural for me to constantly be like, oh, I need to film something right now. I need to like film this moment.
Just why are we constantly thinking about everything we're doing has to be like good enough or looking good enough so you can post it? It's like, are you doing things because you like them, or are you doing things because
the algorithm is gonna drop them?
Or like your friends are gonna think you're this person, or you have these interests, but like, is this really something you enjoy, or you just do it because that's what everyone does?
That's actually a very interesting topic in general, because right now, even in other professions like engineering, even you still have a public persona now, because you need to have a LinkedIn, you have to have an Instagram, and you have to have a certain image depending on like which profession you're going into. It's really fucking weird. Your whole life is curated.
Very true.
Yeah. And like it's okay I think it's kind of okay for artists, I guess, to a certain degree, because we always were put into this
it was always like, you have like graphic design. For us, we have to have a portfolio. You have to put your work online so people can see what you're creating, because your work is visual. But I mean, being a manager in a grocery store, you still have to have an image nowadays. But like, what do they need to see?
That's the thing. It's extremely weird. And also, just with algorithms and stuff like that, I'm like in this mentorship program with Creator Studio, I think is the name of the company itself. But basically, it's like funded by YouTube and Creative Juice and other like companies like that. And what we talk about a lot, I feel like I'm just like not fitting in with like what I'm supposed to be doing in that environment, because for them, they're like, what are your like revenue avenues? Like, did you diversify in terms of merch and stuff like that? And I'm like, okay, let me stop you right there. I really don't want to have like a nasty little t-shirt with a logo on it and sell it to my subscribers. I don't want to be giving anybody this type of product that sucks ass, And I don't feel like taking sponsorships, most of it. Like I got a bunch of offers, and I've talked about it in my recent video where I like updated people on my channel. I just dislike it so much. They give me like offers that are so stupid. Not just, I don't mean like in terms of just money or something, but in terms of like, I don't like their business.
Yeah.
I don't like what they look like. I don't like their aesthetic. I don't like the product that they're selling. But they're also so persistent, and then people tell me that you still have to answer them in terms of like, if you don't want to be working with them, you should tell them or something. And it's like, I don't understand. In every other aspect of professional life, when I send in my resume, for example, it's very much catered to a specific company. I research that company, I write a thing to this company, and then they don't even respond to me if they don't want to. But here, for some reason, I owe them a response.
Yeah.
I was talking to one of the mentors, and they were like, no, you like have to like, you need to keep this business relationship, so it's an open avenue. And I'm like, I don't care to be liked by this company. I don't care to be liked by any of them.
It's like when guys you don't know, you're just like down the street or somewhere doing your own thing, and they talk to you and you don't want to answer. It's like they expect you to answer because they're talking to you.
Yeah.
You absolutely do not need to answer. Like it's a stranger. Like, what the hell?
That's the thing. And I feel like with social media and stuff like that, it's like people have this expectation that I have to be very desperate.
Yeah.
For sponsors, for money, for
like,
views.
We are not desperate for that.
I have an education. I have a job outside of this.
Exactly.
I'm okay. Yeah. I'll be okay without this too. I'm doing this because I enjoy doing it, because I enjoy meeting people like me. I enjoy my audience. I have a very good audience. Sometimes I open videos of like different types of YouTubers, and I see the comments that they get, and I'm like, ew.
Yeah.
Because they just have this like, because of what kind of content they make, they have aggregated this audience that sucks ass. Honestly, it's not good people, and I'm very happy and very grateful about the people that I got on my channel. Honestly, really sweet. They're all talented. Always find out that someone is doing something really cool, or that they are going to be going into something really cool. A lot of like artistic or scientific people, just really great.
They're very nice comments.
Audience.
By the way, thank you.
Yeah, that's the thing. They're very nice, and they're very like, I don't know, I just think that we have like a really good thing going on here. So why am I gonna be ruining it for a quick buck?
No thanks.
What for?
Yeah.
I don't get it. And I told them, because like I'm working for this company right now that's going to open in September, and I'm doing designs for them and stuff like that, and I feel like it's more interesting and it's worth more for everyone that I'm gonna kind of show that side of production, for example, or show you a company that actually takes in my input and is shaped by my ideas too, instead of doing the stupid things of constantly reading sponsorships or something like that on my main channel. For example, with podcasts, maybe we'll have something in the middle or whatever if we like the company. But I just don't understand why everyone is like expecting me to be desperate for money or for attention or something.
For something that you already see everywhere, like skill shares. What else? Like this, I just skip it because it bothers me. Yeah, like that's the thing. It's like it's also bothering me too, and like they just have like just a very weird way to approach it, in my opinion. So yeah, like they keep on asking me like, what are your revenue streams? And I'm like, why am I supposed to be... Why am I supposed to be so greedy, right? I have money to pay for my rent. Obviously, I do need more money because I am in debt. I'm a student and I just had cancer, which put me out of being able to work and into more debt because even though the treatment... I'm in Canada, so the treatment was free, but the medication wasn't free, and it's expensive. One shot of neutrophils was like $160. That's insane.
That's just one shot, and I had to get so many of them. Like every 2 weeks, I had to get 2 or 3.
And they make you pay for this?
Yeah. That's the thing. So I obviously need money, but it's like I don't need it from these companies. I don't need it in this way. I don't understand why it's such a novel idea to all of those people that I meet in this industry. I don't understand how it's like so confusing to them.
Yeah. Like
it's okay. I don't need to go viral and make content that I hate. Because, you know,
and just be overwhelmed all of a sudden and not knowing what to do, and just, you know, I think that's what happened. It's like, it's so new, and all of a sudden you have so much attention that you don't really take the time to think about it because you don't want to lose the momentum.
Exactly, yeah. But
and
also,
they definitely know that, and they probably use people.
They do. Yeah, definitely. And like, I think that it's also this weird thing with channels, all of those accounts and stuff like that make content that is doing numbers. And, you know, like Brent Rivera's of the world, which basically just people who waste everybody's time with their nonsense, you know? Yeah. And there's a lot of people who make videos, for example, or used to make videos about slime, for example, right? So 3 or 2-year-olds would click on their videos and watch them or something, right? I don't understand what's the point as an adult person whose job is not like, oh, I have a kids channel or something like that.
Just hope I'm scratching her face right next to the microphone.
You're welcome.
Some more
You're welcome,
ASMR.
everybody. I think she's so cute. She's so cute. She had a birthday recently and she was so cute. But yeah, so making those types of videos, I feel like it's just soul-sucking for an adult. If you're not someone who just comes in as an actor, does their job in like doing like a kids show or something like that and leaves, I feel like it's just soul-sucking. Making this type of content, you get a lot of money off of that, but it's like, why would you be doing this? Go get a degree in something, become a doctor or something, be useful to society in some kind of way.
What you thrive in.
Yeah.
Like becoming like an influencer, or like just, you know, it should not be an end goal whatsoever.
Influence, like,
or you know, like, just
wanting to be an influencer instead of wanting to be a comedian, a fashion person, you know, like, or like a designer or a musician or whatever. If you just want to become an influencer, you need to reevaluate your life, because
or just find something influencing on something you actually master.
But that's what I mean. Like, if you are a comedian and you are an influencer because of that, like Curtis Connor, for example. That's normal. He's a comedian. And I don't feel like weird calling him that. For example, I would not call Jake Paul anything else but an influencer. He's got no talent in anything. He's got no core to what he's doing. He's doing whatever is gonna get him clout, whatever is gonna get him attention, because he's an influencer. That's it. It's okay to call somebody an influencer, for example, but I just think that, to me, there's a distinction between an influencer who does things and it's an influencer because of the nature of their work. For example, if you're a musician,
about something and they want to share.
If you're a musician, you cannot have a career without having a public image. It's just how it is. I don't know what to tell you. It's just how it is, you know? And it's the same thing with being in a lot of different things right now. For example, models. It used to be that you just had to be thin. And that's it. Now, you do have to be thin, even though there is like a switch up going on, you know, and people are pushing against this nonsense of, you know, fat phobia and whatever. But it's still a thing. Let's be real. Most models that are walking the runways and whatever are still very thin. In any case, right now, to get jobs as a model, you have to have tons of Instagram followers. At least 15K. At least. You know? And it's the same thing for designers now, which is weird, but it's just a thing.
Like, having a public image is part of anything, really.
It's part of the job now.
Any job, though.
Any job, any job, but specifically creative jobs, because in creative jobs, you not only do you have to have an account, stuff like that, you are expected to have a lot of followers to show that you are a professional. For some reason, it's like equates professionalism.
A social environment, anything that you can show them. What are you watching right now? What are you listening to?
I was rewatching some episodes from Bob's Burgers, like the best type of episodes, like the equestical ones. Have you seen that one?
No, but I will.
It's so funny. It's like kind of like it's a parody of like bronies.
Oh, okay.
So it's like an episode about like bronies, but in their world. It's so funny. It's so well done. And I was like rewatching some of the other ones that are really, really good. You know, like the first, I think that their peak was like third season, fourth season, kind of that area. But that's when they like hit the best comedy points and whatever. And then right now it's a little bit stale, but I still watch it because I just love them. Like they're very like, they're kind of like a comfort show for me. What else? I got into this specific type of ASMR where it's kind of like it reminds me of being in school when I was in all-girls school. So it's like a girl, like your friend in the classroom, like doing your hair or something like that. And it reminds me of how we would do like each other's like braids in class and like how sometimes our like brushes would be taken away
like
from us.
Russia?
And like snacks, we would be sharing snacks like
that's
in
really
secret.
Sweet.
Like, it just makes me like, it just reminds
Very
me of being
wholesome.
like 10. And then like we would also like have like take rulers and we would like write something on the back and you would have to guess what it is. And then sometimes different people like I also did that when you would be like, oh, I didn't get it, so they would scratch it again because you're like, because it's so nice. and then they would be like, Lisa, I know what you're doing. It's my turn.
So cute.
And it was just like such a sweet thing because like just like we were just like taking care of each other and being like, you know, like little kids who are like braiding each other's hair.
That's really sweet.
Yeah, it's really cute. So I'm kind of got into that because it's just really nice to listen to while I'm working or something. Yeah.
That's cute.
What about you?
So I'm taking Spanish lessons right now. So listening to a lot of Spanish music. Bad Bunny released an album that I really like.
You do?
Yeah.
I kind of listened to it and I felt like it was very repetitive.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's reggaeton, so... But there's, like, really, really nice songs, like, Ojitos...
They're very corny.
Well, it's reggaeton.
I was listening to it, and at some point I was like, oh, Bad Bunny, you need to calm down.
Like, my friends, like, the one that introduced me to all of that, you know, they're like, you know, reggaeton, don't have expectation, the lyrics are always about the same subjects. But I like it, personally. What else? Oh yeah, for more Spanish content, I'm watching a series show about Juan Miguel. Juan Miguel. He was a very famous Mexican singer back in the 80s.
Yeah.
So I'm watching that too. No, Luis Miguel. Sorry.
You should watch something about Selena.
I will eventually, but yeah, I'm
her
watching
outfits.
that.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And then
I just love all famous Selena. Selena Gomez is my girl.
I really like her too.
Selena really Gomez is so sweet, and Rare Beauty is such a good makeup line. I absolutely love their products.
She's doing I like her. I've even her social media contents. She's just
like, she feels like a very genuine person.
Yeah,
she does have like, a lot of boundaries with the social media and like with her fame and whatever, which I think is, I mean, she has to. Oh my god, she's so famous that it's like.
Yeah, but she's
sickening.
She's doing it well.
Yeah.
And then quickly to finish, I started watching the new Stranger Things.
I haven't seen. I think that I haven't seen anything past first season.
Oh yeah.
I feel like.
Then if you like Stranger Things, watch 2 episodes. It's pretty good. And then to finish with music, there's the new Stromae.
Newer than the not.
Yeah, 2022.
Oh, I already listened to it. I thought that he released something else again, and I was like,
not recently, but it's still pretty recent. Like, it's pretty new. And I'm gonna go see him live in October, which I'm super excited.
Here?
Yeah, he's coming to Vancouver.
Without me?
Well,
you didn't tell me.
Sorry.
I am offended.
I mean, there's still probably tickets.
I'm gonna send a very old fish to your house.
Okay. And Hopa's gonna love it. And then, Sam, for 2022, I'm still listening to Angel's album, because it's bomb.
NCT Dream had a new song out. I'm still waiting for Wavy. I'm still waiting for 10 to be in anything.
Please.
Really.
More 10 content.
Yeah.
Thank you very
10
much.
10 is her favorite.
Taeyong
is my favorite, but we both love
it's both our
of them.
favorites.
Yeah. That's why we're always give us back the unit. Give us the NCTU with both of them.
I will take Mark as well,
album.
because he's our Vancouver boy.
Oh my god, Mark.
And that guy is everywhere, and he's a
everywhere.
legend.
He works really a lot. I don't know how he handles any of it, to be honest. The boy
like
just works, and that's about it.
Yeah.
But the thing is, Yeah, he was also so cute.
Yeah.
Like he feels like a younger brother.
Yeah.
You know, you're like, oh, you're so cute. I want to pet you. Like, you know, that type of person.
Like Hopa.
Like Hopa.
You're so cute. I want to pet you.
Yes, of course. Anyway, thank you so much for watching or listening, whatever way.
Lighter podcasts, happy content.
Give us a review.
Yeah.
Give us 5 stars.
Since you're thumbs here, up.
Yeah, since you're here at the end of this, give us 5 stars.
It's for Hopa, really.
Yeah.
Because she's very cute.
Subscribe or whatever, you know, so we could
share
monetize this channel because it's still not monetized. Yeah.
Yeah. And if you have any things you guys want us to talk about,
suggest them or like tell us what you want to hear.
And if you like this kind of content,
if you want to hear something about like even our past or something, like ask a question that we can dissect.
We can answer questions.
Yeah, because someone told me that they really like hearing like us talk about like our opinions.
Yeah.
And like talking like more like a girl talk kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like, you know, talking shit.
I know.
About things. Yeah.
And
ask us questions. If you want us to talk about something, just go ahead and tell us because we will listen. See? She's holding hands with her. Hopa and Cecilia are holding hands and gazing into each other's eyes. Yes.
See, and
I got lost in the middle.
You know, English second language. Please don't mind us, by the way.
I mean, a lot of my viewers are from all over the place. Like,
which is great. I love
and
it.
a lot of people are like, it's their second language.
Good.
Yeah. I mean, like 40% are Americans.
Yeah.
And then everybody else is like 5% Germany, 5% France.
So
like,
you understand.
Yeah, so you understand. Like most
the
of
struggle.
most of my viewers understand the struggle.
The accent popping out.
Just me like accidentally just starting to roll R's aggressively.
Yeah.
Anyway, thank you so much. And we'll see you next time, or we'll hear you. No, we're not gonna hear you.
You'll hear us.
Anyway,
bye.